Alright guys, Kremp again today. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your day so far. Dashy's been messing around with his aiming settings here in Black Ops 6 and he believes that he's found a way to make it absolutely impossible to miss any shots from now to the end of the Black Ops 6 season. Will other pros follow suit? Has Parasite again discovered a very interesting way, if you get the dead zone settings right, to improve your aim in BO6? Very much interested in your thoughts in the comments below. Is it going to make Dashy even better than he usually is at shooting straight? Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always, I'd greatly appreciate it. This I believe is Kremp on the other side here, and Cellium goes down to Mack, and then Drazah comes round. He looks like he's going to win this gunfight. Kremp then hits the backwards dolphin dive and absolutely guns him. And I don't even think that Kremp got a bullet on him, right? So yeah, obviously Drazah's putting this out there. I'm not sure what Drazah's intention is tweeting this out, because you know, you've just been slabbed. You've just been absolutely piss slabs, to be honest. Now, I know they're 2 up in the game, so maybe the intention is to say, look, we were still smoking these guys. But still, Drazah's basically put a clip out there of him getting world stars. So to me, the intention might be to say, let's get this banned or something. I mean, look, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be a GA this, but I just thought, I wondered what the intention was. Maybe you just thought it was a funny clip, but knowing how these pros are, I feel like there might be an intention to say, oh, this is like, there's nothing I could do, it's overpowered, you know, we need to disable the dolphin dive or something, but I'm not sure that's what they're saying yet, but they may be in the future. The Falcons boys, by the way, they've made it. Exney tweeted this out yesterday, welcome here. It's funny, right, because he linked his Snapchat, and Clay was like, Snapchat? Like, what are you talking about? It turns out, though, with Snap, even though not having, like, an account or whatever, I can actually go and look at his stories here, so I guess we could just flick through to see how he's been getting on. Exney and the boys turning up to Terminal D in Texas, right? Obviously rocking up here to Dallas. They ended up, I think, at the Fairmont. Yeah, they ended up at the Fairmont, so they went to Chick-fil-A afterwards. So yeah, they've been having a good time enjoying their first day in Texas. And then yeah, here we go with their setup in whatever facility they're going to be rocking with for the upcoming season. So yeah, that's your daily Falcons update. Of course, they have a tall task ahead of them to be especially competitive this season, especially when they play teams like the Los Angeles Thieves. We have Ghosty's numbers here now for kills for and against various other players in the league, starting with Ghosty's hardest and easiest. This is remarkable. This is, I think, the highest number that we've seen so far by a margin is his KD against Priestahh. For whatever reason, when Thieves played Priestah's team last season, which was, I guess, Boston, he was just getting slammed. 80 in 43 against P-Dog, Metals and Lucky, both with a 1.4 against. And it's interesting that lots of these are, you know, kind of AR players, Priestahh, Lucky, Assault. Just there's individual matches where Ghosty would just destroy them. Kismet he had a good KD against as well, but he did suffer against Sib and against Insight. But there weren't many ARs that Ghosty had a problem dealing with last season on like a one-to-one level. It was really only Cell, I think we'll see in a second, Sib and then Insight that he had a negative KD against. Prid though he had a pretty rough time, 0.71, and against Envoy. Interesting now, I think a couple of the Thieves guys last year, they didn't have, like, Envoy was a bit of a bogey player for them, and now they're going to be teaming with them. I think the same was true for HyDra. So, you know, that was pretty, I think HyDra had a great record against Kismet, as does Ghosty, but they had pretty bad records individually against Envoy, so I don't know if that says anything. But it might help the team, even if it's just so far as to say, okay, they no longer have to play Envoy anymore, because he's on their team, but the same was kind of true for Simp, and of course Pred, some of the other top SMGs. This is just if you filter it by easiest for the ARs. So you get Lucky, Assault, Drazah, Skyz, and Scrap. I guess Priestahh didn't kind of come up here as an AR. He did run it sometimes. He didn't always run it, so that's fair enough. But yeah, so Lucky a 1.4, Assault a 1.34 he had against him, and he had a good record against Drazah, Skyz, and even Scrappy he was positive against with a 1.02. Now his AR duo, and there were only 3 ARs that he struggled with, that being Sib, Insight, and Cell, but actually those that he did struggle with, he struggled pretty bad with. We're not talking 0.95s, we're talking 0.8 lows. So yeah, interesting data as always. Scrap does appear here, of course, his teammate, his AR duo for the upcoming season. Couple of quick things on hackers as well, because that's not going away, although it does seem like they banned a load more hackers yesterday, and look, people are saying, oh, maybe you got Najot to do the call for you, but it seems like Scrap's saying, look, alright, 20k more cheaters banned. Definitely the cheaters are still there, but to be fair to Treyarch, they are trying their best, potentially. Like, they're trying at least. Whether they tried as best as they could do, that's another question, given the changes to the anti-cheat that might be needed, but that's not really on Treyarch at the end of the day. But 20k more cheaters gone. that maybe scratches the surface on how many there are. This was funny as well because Octane also made the top 250, finally beating the hackers, but he got no name, right? He got no gamer tag or anything like that. Nadeshot's got one when he qualified. Octane didn't. Ghosty didn't either. So he's like, yeah, well, I guess we are both the level below pro duo. Scump was back to streaming. He turned it on over the last couple of days, and it's understandable, Scump's explanation for why he's taken a bit of a time off to take a bit of a mental break. I totally get it, especially because he's coming up to a new season. He's going to be doing lots of watch parties, and it makes sense for Scump just to take a bit of time off, just relax before the new season begins. Totally understand. But at the same time, he does discuss the cheating problem in Ranked and why that has affected his decision, right? And look, I don't know if Activision, they should care about this. I mean, Scump's the biggest creator in COD, and the fact that he's taken some time off basically streaming it because Ranked is a shambles, at least that's part of the reason, it's not a good look. And Activision should care enough to say, all right, wow, Scump's basically telling us our game is chalked and he doesn't really want to play it in this state. We should probably do something about that because that's kind of a big deal. But obviously Activision have been beefing Scump. Well, Scump's been beefing Activision with the whole lawsuit thing, and therefore they've been beefing him back. They won't even play tournaments and stuff. So I'm not sure they're going to massively care what he has to say, which is unfortunate because they should. But it's not like it's only Scump mentioning this problem. There are many other individuals that have made it very clear that there are serious issues with the way, especially Ranked, but of course it's also a problem elsewhere. Jimbo did, fair play, get caught hacking, but, you know, has there been cases of other players in challenges, in Tier 2, in Challengers Cups, cheating and getting away with it, right? I mean, I think it's something to at least think about, that it's certainly possible that's been happening over the last few years. I wouldn't be massively surprised, unfortunately. Zinni was sick, so he wasn't playing, and he was like, I've not been live, so, you know, has anyone been asking where I'm at? So I thought that was kind of funny. But I wanted to share what Dashy has seemingly kind of discovered here through Parasite. Now, we know that Parasite does a great job every year of discovering things about the game, how to use certain things, messing around with settings, messing around with all sorts of stuff, and it seems like he's kind of done it again. Haggy also has some great stream settings usually as well, so the color correction is always kind of popping. But yeah, Parasite has been playing around with alternate methods of basically aim assist in the game. A few years ago, it was just aim assist, you know, you just turn it on or you turn it off. I think at some point they started to call it target assist, just because aim assist is like in campaign. If you guys have played campaign with aim assist on, you can like press the left trigger and it will literally snap you onto an enemy. It's basically aimbot. Whereas obviously you don't get that in competitive COD. You just get a bit of slowdown so that when you're, you know, hovering over an enemy, it will slow down your aim so it's easy to shoot, because a joystick is far harder to use for that goal than a mouse and keyboard. Of course, it still means there's a mega skill gap. I think that there's certain, you know, keyboard and mouse players that don't understand that there is still a skill gap, but I will admit, of course, that the aim assist nowadays is stronger than it used to be, and therefore the skill gap is arguably lower than it used to be when it comes to pure aim. And look, there's still a skill gap. The best players, such as Dashy, can still aim better than their competition, but it has been a talk, even from Dashy himself, about dynamic aim assist over the last few years. So there's been a couple of different aim assist settings. As I say, it used to just be one. They've been playing around with a few over the last couple of years. The feeling has been, for the last few titles now, that dynamic is better. It's the way to go. It's the one that you should be running, and it's stronger than the alternatives. However, on this particular game, people have been messing around with linear as well, and some people tend to think the linear is better. So Dashy's been playing around with it, and he reckons there's certain gunfights where dynamic will be better, there's other gunfights where linear will be better. When I've played around with this before, it does feel, as Dashy says, it feels like you have less aim assist when you're running around. Like it's not so kind of slow downy, snappy over enemies as dynamic may be, but when you are on target, it does seem to be very good, and it's closer to like what your actual raw input is than dynamic aim assist. So it's worth, I think, playing around with. Some players may go one way or the other. It may not be a case of one is better than the other. It may be dependent on the player who it suits more. But Dashy's been messing around with it. Now, whether he messes around with it in scrims and in 8s and stuff, and what that means, that's another question, because of course dynamic has been the go-to. But Dashy reckons, yeah, this could be the new secret sauce in order to taking it to the next level.
But one of the main reasons why I did take some time off, I mean, dude, guys, Once that season starts up, it's over. No more weekends. No more. We're locked in. No breaks once that season starts up. Exactly. So we gotta. I did take a little mental reset break. Everything's good though. I know a lot of people have been worried about me. I appreciate you guys caring enough to even worry about me. Been popping into people's streams here and there. Everyone's like, "Where the is he?" So the first couple days of ranked, I was watching, right? And it just, oh man, it just looked fucking miserable. I'm hoping it's a little bit better now, but it looked fucking miserable, man. I don't think it's gotten any better, at least from talking to people. Everyone seems to think, or seems to say it's still just as bad. So that's awesome.
Wait, Haggy's going 8-8 linear, by the way. This guy's steed. Bro, Haggy's on linear? Wait, is this shit godlike? I'm about to low-key run a free, dude. Like, dude, I'm about to try it. Hold on, David. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't even try it, bro.
Dude, but I've never tried it a single time. What if it's godlike?
It should feel like a lot faster. If that
it feels
makes
lighter.
sense.
It feels lighter.
It's like super sensitive.
It feels like I don't have aim assist, but when I shoot at them, like it's steady still though.
Yeah.
They're like trusted that it is there. I don't know how to describe it.
Everything should be fast as fuck.
Am I zapping with this? There's no stiffness. Is this how old COD used to feel? Wait, this shit might be godlike, David. No cap. I might actually try a game with this shit.
Fucking joke. And I got the hiccups.
I'm trying linear right now, Haggy.
I don't even know what to play on, to be honest.
Fucking hill time.
Bro,
Well, look, this shit's smooth, but it's ass sometimes. Like,
what's your dead zone?
4 on the right stick.
Linear, I think actually is better when you have it lower. So try like 2 or 3. I'm not even lying. It's so loose. It's like good loose. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I felt like it was good on the side.
Like that's where it's godlike. That like I swear to God, I get cluttered with dynamic. No, it's like sometimes you get aim assist before you even see them with dynamic.
That corner in 1 shot. My bottom.
Dude, that's the most Canadian you've ever sounded.
Yeah.
One just hit me from bed. What the fuck?
This shit kind of godlike, Haggy. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah, now use it in a scrim and tell me if that's true.
Yeah, that's actually the real test.
So massively intrigued to your thoughts in the comments below. Have you messed around too much with dynamic versus linear aim assist? What do you guys think is the difference in the comments below? Dashy, having used it so far, seems pretty excited about the possibility. But of course, now it's been talked about a lot publicly, you might see other players use it as well. So it's not just like, oh, Dashy's going to be running linear, everyone else is running something different. But it is interesting that the game can play so differently like this. I kind of wish there was a world where we were Counter-Strike, where you just spawn in and everything's the same. Obviously, people use different settings and stuff, but fundamentally, the game is the same. Whereas in COD now, you've just got so many different things. You're not just choosing sensitivities, you're choosing type of aim assist, type of like crosshair targeting, all these other things that you can mess around with. And, you know, it's the same way that when you dive and slide, you can either have a hybrid, or you can just dive, or just slide, or do both if you want, or, you know, the way that you tap it. There's loads of things you can mess around with in the settings, some of which may give certain players a competitive advantage. That's what every player's looking for. Maybe Dashy's going to find it this way. But intrigued to your thoughts in the comments. How far, by the way, how effective do you think this is going to be? So Kaysan is trying to go solo queue to top 250. This is going to be a serious challenge. I mean, an insane challenge by himself. And Shotzzy is like, if he gets there, I'll do some sort of giveaway. So very much enjoyed your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Take care. And I'll see you next time.
Wait, Gunny.
Yep.
Is this the dude Racine was talking about? I was kind of down to hit Eerie in this stream, but Gunny had different plans, bro.
We got spud shots though. He might go back to back with him. Like, yo, look at him, King.
Oh my, yo, this dude is demonic. Yo, this dude is demonic.
Look at this guy.
Wait, he killed him. Wait. Oh my God, this guy's demonic. Yo, what the fuck?
He's actually one of the ones.
Yo, he's one of what? Bro, is he wall banging him? I'm following this guy the whole map. It's the crazy shit I've ever seen.
Yo, his clear tag is Delta ass.
Nah, dude.
Yo, no, he's actually spin botting, full spin.
Wait, he got the best shit.
Yo, he actually has a
He
full
got
package,
the
bro. On
best
rewind,
shit.
he wasn't even doing this. He was just walling. Yo. Lord have
He knows
mercy.
where he's at.
He knows
AFK.
exactly where he's at. Gunny quit.
Gunny,
quit.
yo,
Now,
Gunny
we might
don't
have
got
saved
it.
Gunny, bro. We might have unleashed the beast on the wrong
Bro,
Gunny,
wait.
Yo.
This guy is not cheating,
Yo,
chat.
this guy almost dropped a nuke.
Bro, yeah, 27 and 2. Like, he actually could have nuked.